Another thing that he said right around that time was he talked about, and he repeated it, the decisions that he wanted to make. He said, I wanted to make more powerful decisions, better decisions, because I didn't want to keep living the life that I was in. And we've talked a little bit about, the long goodbye, the messy middle, the new beginnings. Those decisions, are those part of how you work through, how you place those in that process?
Well, I think decisions come out of the process. We're talking about a pretty messy, disruptive life. And I know him as he got a little older and at the orphanage and what happened there, and that became very disruptive too, and not through his own, certainly not because of him. But I remember this kid has had a rough life. To get food to eat, clothes on his back. I mean, he's telling you the basics that we are going through a crisis. These people lived in a constant crisis of absolute bare essential survival, getting water, finding food. It's just an astounding life that he's lived already as a young person, and most of his peers have lived rough. He took care of them. He called me when they were hurting, and when I checked it out for other people I knew in Africa, they said he's telling you absolutely the truth. And we would send money to get them grain and food, and then he would do videos to show us all the kids coming. He was the one who made sure that there was food for these kids, and he was thrilled about it, but he was hungry himself.
Yeah.
So I think through all of this, I think what he's trying to tell us is that through it all, he came to a place of hope and a place of growth and resilience. Those are the decisions he's talking. I'm pretty sure that's what he's alluding to. That it wasn't. He says it wasn't all. It didn't come out to be all negative and bitter. At one point, he says they tell him he was told he was suicidal. He's very depressed, and yet he's saying he didn't stay there. He moved through it, and out of those difficulties, in new beginnings, he healed his pain. He healed his depression. He healed so much of the damage that was done and trauma. He says he's been traumatized. He's telling the truth. And he's saying out of that, decisions came that were more positive and how they could be used to help others. And he mentioned his spirituality, that he believed in God, and God brought him through this so he could come alongside others with a deeper sense of understanding and empathy. I know, because I witnessed it even when he was a young kid, that was absolutely the way it was true. Mm-hmm. And he lived it in a way that was so impressive. I can't say I've seen many American kids like this. I know they're there. Yeah. But this was an amazing thing to behold. So